on the Ultimate Reset right now. Tempa makes me sad. But I still have to eat it 2 more times. I'm going to do it anyway. It's going to be really difficult for me to do it. I'm going to do it anyway. Because my vision for the Ultimate Reset is to lose close to 15 pounds, which it is completely possible, just so you know. I'm down 5, my husband's down 10. It's super annoying. But it's the vision of it. And I know that's a really basic example, but that is the same thing with our businesses. No matter where you are, if you're a brand new coach or if you're an elite coach or if you're whatever, you have to have a vision for it. So I'm not going to sit here and talk the whole time. I want us all to kind of share because we're going to talk about our 90-day goals. And I know it's hard to break it down into that short amount of time. It's like, oh, I can't get much done in 90 days. So not true. So ask the people who just pushed for elite in the last quarter. Not true. So, but first, I know most of us don't know each other, so we're going to quick. Who are you and where are you from? I don't like to do like, what's your rank? I don't like that. So, just where are you from? Let's start with you because you're right in front of me.
Awesome. My name is and I'm originally from Clearwater, but I live in Largo.
Okay.
I'm Rose, and I'm from Port Richey.
My name's Damien. I'm from Hudson.
Hi, I'm Jessica. I'm originally from Ohio and just recently moved over. I'm Dara. I'm from Tampa.
I'm Melanie. I'm from Fairfax.
I'm Diana. I'm from Business.
I'm Renee. To Tarpon Springs.
Amy from St. Pete.
I'm Ashley from Tampa.
I'm Trisha from Dunedin.
Taylor, and I live in Gulfport.
I'm Amanda. I'm originally from Florida, but I live in Clearwater.
I'm Jenny, and I'm from Sarasota.
I'm Diana, and I'm from Tampa.
I'm Derry. I'm from Trinity.
I'm Scarlett, and I'm from Apollo Beach.
Nicole from Bradenton.
I'm Lisa from Spring Hill.
I'm Sienna, Sarasota. Katie from Seminole.
I'm Allie from Largo.
And Terry from Chicago.
Stacy from Seminole. Cindy from Seminole.
DJ from Dunedin.
So nobody's from Wesley Chapel. So, just me. And I know that I could see on some of you that made you uncomfortable to like talk. I have to talk. I have to say my name, where I'm from. Oh my God, it's so hard. Not really. But here's the thing. When I first got started with this, I realized I was not a leader. And having that vision of what I wanted my business to turn into, I was getting really mad. Why am I not attracting XYZ style coach? Why am I only getting discount coaches? Why da-da-da-da-da-da-da? You know, I see this person and they are having all these business builders. Well, we had a very similar vision, but our goals for ourselves, like our 90-day goals, were so very different, obviously. If you're not attracting leaders, you need to kind of look within yourself and say, well, if I attracted myself as a coach, if I signed my clone, would I be happy about that? Am I doing the things that I want my next coach to do? Am I hitting Success Club? Am I making myself uncomfortable? Am I following through with a program? Am I only posting my Shakeology on Facebook when I drink it? Let's be honest. It's like when you go to the gym and you're like, oh, I have to document this because I'm here. You know, you blend up your shake and you're like, I drank it today and I'm going to put it on Facebook. Are you drinking it every day? Can you actually say that? You have to be the coach you want to attract to fulfill that big vision you have for your business. Now, that was a big question I had to ask myself, and I was not. I was not the coach I wanted to attract. So guess what? Personal development comes in. And you have to learn how to be a leader. You can't just say, oh, I'm not a leader. I can't, you know, be successful in this business because I'm just not a leader type. Well, become one. That's such a cop-out. Such a cop-out. I was terrified to talk to adults. I talked to people who were this tall all day who thought I was really tall and awesome. And that was okay for me. You stick me in a room of adults and I like panicked and stress sweat out of like my clothes. And now I talk all the time to grown people who are always taller than me. So, 90-day goals. Think about that. If you haven't thought about them yet, you're already behind. Sorry. Sorry to be like brutal like that, but you are a little bit. We're already 6 days? Is it 6? 7? That was close. We are 7 days into the new year, which means the end of December, you should have started to think about, at least, or maybe in November, what you wanted to do with this year. So we have January, February, March as your 90 days. The one thing that pops into my head, obviously, is do what you want your coaches to do. So some of my personal goals, obviously, hit Success Club. I have not gotten less than Success Club 10 in over 2 years. Why? Because I expect my coaches to not, I expect them to hit at least 5. And if I'm expecting 5 from them, I better double the effort. I can't have my coaches, sorry, but I can't have them out, doing me. That's not me being a leader, that's them leading me. So my goal for this month is SE20. Why? At least SE20, because we have that all access thing. It's amazing. If you haven't heard of it yet, I don't know where you are. You're under a rock, because it's incredible. This all access pass, a whole year, but it's 3 Success Club points. That's all I had to hear. That's all I had to hear. And right now, I'm sitting at SE12. Why? Because this all access thing is on my brain. And you know what? My coaches are so pumped about it. They're posting about it. They're doing videos about it. They're doing all these things because our vision is to kick off this first part of the year in an amazing way, and they just gave us this opportunity to make it happen even easier. A lot of people said in 2016, this business just got hard. This business got hard. Coaches quit. I wasn't hitting Success Club. Blah, 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 blah. I get it. 2016 was hard for a lot of people in a lot of ways. But it didn't get hard. It just became a business that you actually had to work. I was talking to Keyshawn over there, actually my mentor, and I said, she's the one who brought this to my attention. She said, did it get harder? Or was it just so easy before? And it was, I hate to say it, but it was so easy before. 2015, I feel like I did the bare minimum. I know I didn't, but I feel like I did. I didn't have to sweat, and we hit Premier. We were a 3-star team. We did all these things. 2016, I came into it thinking it's going to be just like 2015, la 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 la, and do all the, and it wasn't, because you actually had to work. The business didn't get harder. You just have to work harder. So when you go into this next year and say, oh, it's so hard now. I used to hit Success Club like it was nobody's business. Well, so just reach new people. Work a little harder. The business didn't get harder. So when you're visioning these next 3 months, these 90 days, raise your hand if Success Club is your goal. You have a Success Club goal. Okay. Show me on your fingers how many people you're going to reach out to each month. That was a trick question for you. I was hoping nobody put their hands up, because you can't count them if you want to hit Success Club. You just reach out to everyone and you share. Okay. If you are hitting a goal of SE10 this month, is that one of your goals? Raise your hand. SE10. Okay. So whatever you just had in your head, double that. Because everybody who says no to you this month could say no or yes to you next month. Everybody who said no to me in December already said yes in January. Thank God I reached out to so many people in December and set me up for January. So you do the same thing every month. A no is not a no. A no is a not yet. A no is a maybe. Okay? Crickets? I like crickets. It's funny. You know they saw it. That little red at 4:53. Whatever. You're like, I didn't know you saw that. You just didn't respond. I just got a message from somebody yesterday, 4 months ago. I just realized I never responded to you. Oh, okay, but okay. Sure. Because she was a cricket, but she wasn't a no. She was most likely a financial obligation type thing, that it was too much for her at the time, but she didn't want to say, I can't afford it right now. Because that's not something you want to share with people right away. But hey, guess what? She came back. If I never reached out to her, and I maintained following up, she just wasn't responding. Hey, thinking about you. I know you said this is one of your goals. Just want to see if it still is. And she just never responded, but that doesn't mean I gave up on her. So when she was finally ready, she reached out. So if your goal for this next 3 months is to hit Success Club, plan on reaching out to at least 150 people over the next 3 months. Sounds like a lot of people, but it's really not. It's really not. You have a pretty good chance of locking in your goal. But then you have to have a vision of what you're going to do with those people. Don't just, oh, thank God I had successful. Hey, have a great time with your program, okay? Stick them in a challenge group, obviously. And, you know, Allie's amazing at challenge groups. And I've learned a lot from you and implemented these strategies you talked about, and it works. But you have to have success in those challenge groups as well. And I know they're probably talking about it over there, but, you know, where do you see those customers going? Do you see them turning into a rock star coach in the future? Do you see them possibly taking advantage of the discounts because they're obsessed with Shakeology and they once told you that it's kind of a lot to commit to financially? Have a vision for your customers as well, not just yourself. This business isn't about us, it's about other people. So your 90-day goal. Does anybody have one that really scares the crap out of them that you're not sure how to hit it? Yes.
Starting a fit club.
Starting a fit club, that's awesome.
I did it once, but I just did it like a one-time mommy and me play date thing at a rec center. Nobody showed up, but we had fun anyway. And I brought like a bunch of kids with me, but
That's fun though.
they asked me while I was there if I would do it like once a week or something, like offer it to me to give me the room for free. But I was like,
Oh, that's so cool.
too scared, and I have 2 little ones, but like I really want to do that.
Everything to open up your own fit club is in the back office. Just saying, I think it's under forms and documents, but I'm not 100% sure. But it's all in there.
Yeah, right.
And now you just voiced it to like, I don't know how many, I'm not good at this, eyeballing it, like 30 of us-ish. So now we all know what you want to do. That's the accountability piece. So now you have to do it. Because I'm going to ask you in 3 months, hey, your 90-day goal was to have a fit club. Did you do it yet? And that's the thing. When you have a goal, and I'm not trying to scare you, but when you have a goal, you have to actually put it out there and tell somebody, or it kind of doesn't count. It's like not taking a selfie after you worked out. It really doesn't count if you didn't take a picture of yourself. Okay? So when you set these visions and these goals for yourself, tell somebody, because that does hold you accountable. Anybody have a goal, another goal that they're not sure how to get to? Maybe a rank goal, anything?
I want to hit diamond. I mean, I know how to do it.
Okay.
But it scares me because I have no longer than I
Okay, so you want to hit diamond. Here's the thing. When you set a goal, it's like you have to then backwards plan it. And this is that teacher part. So when you have this very scary goal, and you know what diamond, you know the requirements and everything. But say, when I said I wanted to be a diamond coach in the very beginning, I had no idea what that even meant. I was like, I know it's probably cool, and it sounds good, and you get recognized for it, so I'm going to be a diamond coach. You think I hit it? Hell no. I didn't even know what I was doing. I didn't even know how to hit it. Then I was like, okay, I think I really actually want to be one of these diamond coach things, so I need to figure out how to do it. So then you map it out. Use the diamond roadmap. Figure it out. Then you go through who you have worked with within your challenge groups. Who is a rock star, person in this group? Who might take advantage of the discounts? And start talking to them about it. If you're not running coach opportunity calls, then you're really not trying to build your rank. You're not trying to recruit for your team. You want to, but you're too scared to do that part. I will tell you, I have run team calls and coach op calls and all these stuff. Nobody showed up. Not a soul. So you know what you do? You hit record. And you share the crap out of that with your team. And you say, hey, that call you missed, that call you didn't invite to, now I want you to watch this, see how it's done, and you're going to host the next one. Okay? I'm really excited for you. In a really nice way. Because you have coaches on your teams who really want to be leaders. They want all these things, but they're not challenged. And it is kind of up to us to challenge them and get them out of their comfort zone. So, our goal for the last 2 years has been elite. No, we are not an elite team yet, but we're going to get there. My vision has not changed. My timeline has, but my vision is the same. Raise your hand if you have kids. Raise your hand if this job could benefit your family. Raise your hand if you treat it like it's going to benefit your family. Raise your hand if you've ever said, this is too hard. And no, be honest, obviously. Raise your hand if you've said, this just is not worth it. Okay? I've said it. I'll raise both my hands if it makes you feel better. Raise yours. Raise your hand, and I don't think anybody's going to, if you quit and you just gave up because of that. You're here, you didn't quit?
Well, I quit and then
Oh,
I
okay.
stopped being a coach, and then a few
That's
months
cool, too,
later, I
though.
was like, I regret that.
But you regretted it. That's good, and you're here. So here's my point behind that. I was listening to a man talk about his story, and he said, you know, when I hear coaches say, it's too hard, I'm just not cut out for it, blah, 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 blah. Take your vision. Who you're doing this for. For me, it's my husband and my children. I want to take some financial burden off of my husband, and I never want my children to want for anything. I don't want to spoil the crap out of them because then they'll just be awful. But I don't want them to feel like, oh, I can't play baseball because, you know, we can't afford the equipment, or, you know, whatever. So I think of those things. And then he said, okay, so every time you say, this isn't worth it, what you're really saying, and my kids' names are Emma and Cruz, are Emma and Cruz, you are not worth it. That stings, doesn't it? If Success Club is your goal, but you're too tired that month, or you're too tired of inviting, and you just don't feel like it, you'd rather watch The Bachelor, say that to yourself. Hey, Susie, whatever your kid's name is, you're just not worth it this month. Sorry.
Before it starts, I do,
That hurts me more than it would hurt them. I was hysterically crying when I listened to this video. Or say, and it said, I'm just not cut out for it. In other words, I'm not willing to become the kind of person I need to become to be successful at this. That's really what you're saying. So when you're creating your vision for your business, make sure part of that vision is the most important people in your lives that this is going to impact. So on those really hard days, on those days you want to quit, on those days it doesn't seem worth it, on those days where this business legitimately sucks, because you're going to have them. This isn't like Candyland. The game's awesome. There's never a bad day in Candyland, but that's because it's not real. On those days, remember who you're really doing this for. Because your timeline or your, actions and all that might change, but your vision should always stay the same. Does anybody have something really huge in their vision that they want to share? Any? Yeah.
I am trying to start a family this year. I'm terrified, so if anyone's, all y'all who have gone through pregnancy, I'm horrified. And so, my vision for last year is physically I was trying to get in shape, like I was trying to physically be able to do that and be the healthiest it could be. And then this year, I need to pay off some debt. $79,000. I'm getting more comfortable with saying that. Where I got a master's degree. I mean, I'm grateful I did that, but it's student loans. Anybody in here? Student loans, high fives. Everybody, it sucks. But anyways, so I want to pay those off in 1 year. It's a huge goal,
But it's totally doable.
phenomenally but large goal, because I know I've been studying the business and whatnot. But that's my vision for this year.
So with a goal like that, if you have a big financial goal that you're trying to hit, now to backwards plan that, you have to say, okay, so
It's a lot of
$79,000.
little like
Divide that by 12. That's how much you need each month. Divide that by 4. That's how much you need each week. That's where you start. Then you dive into, okay, if I'm hitting SE 5 every month, that is not going to get me to my goal. Okay. Nope. Not gonna happen. If I am only worrying about myself, even if I hit SE 50 every month, and I'm not building my team, it's not gonna happen. The magic starts to happen when you grow your team and you duplicate the business builder mindset. So that's what you don't just focus on like, okay, income, this is good, and I need to make this, this, and this. You also need to break down, okay, I need to attract this type of person. The same type of person that I am, which also means then you have to put who you are out there. You cannot be afraid of who you are to put it out on Facebook. I see a lot of people being really politically correct, which, congratulations, whatever. I see them being very cookie cutter on Facebook, saying all these, and that's not you. I'm sorry, it's not you. If you reread some of your Facebook posts and it doesn't sound like the way you talk, You're not portraying who you are as a person, as a coach, as a business owner, whatever. So in turn, you're not going to attract the person you're looking for. You're going to attract, I don't know, some really boring person. Be you. You know, I talk about things on my Facebook page that sometimes I just go, and then I walk away. Because it's me. And I will say it in person very easily, but for some reason when you put it out there to the world on the internet, it's like there forever. But you know, be you and be authentically you, especially on Facebook, because it's a sea of people. What makes you stand out? What makes you stand out on Facebook? If you don't know, figure it out. Have a vision for your Facebook. Have a vision for your 90 days. Have a vision for your coaches. Have a vision for your customers. When you say, oh, what's your vision? You don't have just one vision. You may make your vision boards or whatever, but your vision, it's like it's kind of like a cloud, and all these different raindrops come out of it. And you have to have vision for all of those things because they all make that one big thing that you're trying to get to. So, and there's one thing, this has nothing to do with vision, but we were talking about social media, and it annoys the hell out of me when people do this, so don't do it. I'm gonna swear once. Don't be a share whore. Okay? I told my team this, don't be a share whore. When I go to your page, if the first 5 posts are you sharing somebody else's whatever, you're a share whore. And that means you have nothing about yourself that you're trying to put out there. That means you are the most boring person of life. And that's not true. Don't do that. If you see somebody do a really cool post, rather than share it, make it your own and put it out there. Okay? That has nothing to do with vision. It's just annoying. So don't do it. That's all. Sorry I did end up talking the whole time. I hope you learned something. I hope you got something out of that.
We lost our radio.
I think that means we're done now.
Go ahead and take a couple minutes for like final questions, and if you want to connect with Ashley, is that okay? Sorry, I asked you first.
No, don't contact
Or you
me.
can post, and we are also posting questions and content that came from the challenge group and the other groups. So anything that you took away from this, please share it in the Pinellas group page. It doesn't have to be in the event. In the Pinellas group page, in the Tampa Market group page, share, and connect.
Anybody have anything to share or ask a question or anything? I helped you a little. Did I?
Do you remember a time when you said you felt like you weren't a leader, and then you started doing personal development, like the time that you just finally let it all go? Yeah.
Yeah. My aha moment of I am a crappy leader was when I wanted to rank advance to a certain thing and it wasn't happening, and I was having coaches quit, and I had to do this internal, like, what is happening? And I said, oh, that's when I asked myself that question, are you the coach you want to attract? And I was not. So I did a lot of Ramsey, personal development, and that helped a lot. And a lot of videos, audios, go on YouTube, find people who are leaders, and watch their videos, see how they carry themselves. It's different, they speak differently, they're confident, they're not afraid to, hi, I'm Ashley from Western Chapel, oh God, that was horrible. Okay, it's you just have to come out of your own little, I'm terrified of my own self bubble, and become a leader. That's kind of what it is. Anybody else, anything? This may not have been about it, but
Thank you.
About something.
Thank you.
And I really want to say a big thank you to the Tampa area as well who came out. Thank you so much from the Tampa Market Council. We're going to make sure that you guys have a lot of credit mentioned for this event as well. Thank you so much.